Hey everyone, this is KennedyHawk from the Marvel Champions Monthly Fan Podcast team. I'm going to be doing an expert playthrough of Hawkeye through the Rise of Red Skull campaign, starting with Hawkeye Justice against Crossbones. Let's see what experimental weapon we get. The exosuit. Not a problem at all. Alright, drawing our opening hand. Wowzers, we got a lot of arrows. Probably too many arrows. We don't need cable arrows this early. Electric arrow seems kind of good, so we'll keep it. And so does War Machine, and we're going to hope for a double resource here. We do not get a double resource. Bummer. Alright, let's see what we can do. We're going to use an explosive arrow to get Hawkeye's bow, which will plop right into play. It looks like we're going to play an expert marksmanship, and then we can play an electric arrow. Okay, so we will play an expert marksmanship. We will flip and play electric arrow, hitting him for 3 and a stun with our bow, and then we'll hit him for another 3 with Hawkeye. Readying everything up. We're going to keep this counter intel, even though it keeps us from getting to quiver. I think putting that on and being able to flip for a turn is going to be really, really powerful. So he's going to get a threat. He won't attack us. He's stunned. And we've got to deal with caught off guard. Ugh. Goodbye, Bo. It was nice knowing you. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Let's play an expert marksman. We'll pay 2 for a counterintelligence. We're going to thwart for 1, and we'll flip. Alright, so we're drawing 6 cards. We're going to get our quiver and our bow next turn, so that's great. He's going to get a threat. He's going to try to scheme against us. We're going to counterintelligence this, so we'll prevent all 3 of it. We've got, there's 4. Ooh, he gets 1. Okay. We've got to deal with this. The villain schemes. If they have a weapon, this card's gain surge. Okay, so he's going to scheme for 4. Couldn't prevent it, apparently. And he gets another weapon. And that card surges. Bummer. You are confused. Place 1 threat in the main scheme. Okay. Not ideal, but not dead yet. Alright, let's see what we can do here with this disaster that has befallen us. Let's fish our bow up, because we're definitely going to need that. Let's play our quiver and probably whiff, because we've had so many arrows already. I don't think this is going to hit. Brutal. So our next turn we're going to get a beat cop, a mockingbird, clear the area. We should be able to manage whatever threat comes out here. We're going to flip and use this electric arrow, hitting him for 3 and stunning him, which is really important. He hasn't attacked us yet this game. I'm going to attack to clear confused, and that'll be my turn. I think I'm going to ditch the sonic arrow and the quake and just draw 5. Okay. He gets a threat. He is stunned. Our card is Raid the Armory. Great. Raid the Armory is like the bane of my life sometimes. He's just at a casual 5 attack. It's no big deal. And the toggles have turned themselves back on again. I'm just going to stop messing with them, I think. Okay. Fixed my camera. Alright, what are we going to do here? This is just a disaster. I could play to clear the area and beat cop. But he's going to scheme for 3 plus something, which is pretty bad. I think we're better off paying 1, 2, 3 for Mockingbird. We'll have her thwart 2, and then we'll clear the area. Then we'll clear the area for 2 and draw a card. And now we will quiver, because we haven't done that yet this turn. Are we going to hit an arrow this time, or is it 2 turns in a row with no arrow? 2 turns in a row with no arrow. That sucks. We will put Honorary Avenger on Hawkeye, because he always needs health. We're going to attack for 3. And Mockingbird needs a thing on there. Now I'm thinking about staying in hero form. It prevents him from potentially thwarting out, and Mockingbird can avoid all that damage. So I think we're going to do that. Okay. He gets a threat. He's going to attack us for 3. First, he'll machine gun us for 0. Now he's going to attack us for 5 plus a boost. So when the villain initiates an attack, I'm going to spend a resource to return Mockingbird to my hand and avoid all the damage from that attack. So 5 damage avoided. And we get our obligation. Let's flip and exhaust. That's fine with us, I think. Okay. So first things first, let's flip. We will quiver, hopefully not into another missed arrow, because missing 3 arrows in a row would be real sad. Alright, we got a Vibranium arrow at least, and we have a Nick Fury coming up next turn. Which makes me feel a little bit better about my life. I think we need to play Mockingbird again to avoid taking that damage. So here she comes. We probably need to play Clear the Area, sort of move all the threat from the scheme, and draw a card. Hawkeye is exhausted, but I could shoot this Vibranium arrow for 6. It doesn't feel super bad. He's only at 2 health though, so I think I'm going to save the arrow for when I actually need it, and we'll just draw 4. Alright, he's getting a threat. He is going to attack us, so we'll finally get rid of this machine gun. Attacking us for 0 again. Now he's coming at us for 5 plus something. Oh, I played Mockingbird. I should have done something with her. Oh well, it's too late now. I will spend a resource to return her to my hand and avoid all this damage, so avoiding 7 damage, and I'm dealt 1 card, which is Advance. Oh boy. He schemes for 3 plus something. 3 plus 2 is 5, just enough to pop this scheme. What a bugger. Down to 1, and he gets yet another weapon. Alright, so now it's like a DPS race for us at this point, I think. We can do quite a bit of damage to him this round, so let's get that underway. He does have Retaliate. What a bugger. I still think we can get rid of him. His next form has 16 attack, so if Nick Fury hits him for 2, we are going to Vibranium arrow him down to 10. I'll hit him down to 7. Nick can chump block for me, and then I've just got to survive 1 more turn. That seems reasonable. So let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury. He's going to draw us 3 cards, so we are dealt an extra encounter card this turn. None of these cards are damaged. That stinks. Alright, Nick will hit him for 2, and he'll take his extra damage from Retaliate, and this is going to put Crossbones back up to 16. And he's got all 4 experimental weapons out there on him. Brutal. Just brutal. We are going to shuffle our deck here. So we'll see what we get with Quiver. Beat Cop, clear the area, Shock Arrow. That's not a bad plan. Stunning him right now feels like it would be good, so I'm not going to complain about that. We will use our bow and pay 2 to Shock Arrow him. So that'll hit him for 3. We'll take 1 from Retaliate, and he will become stunned, which is really good for us right now. Then we will ready ourselves and use our bow again and pay with these 2 for Vibranium Arrow, so we'll hit him for 6. Take 1 for Retaliate. We'll play an Honorary Avenger, back up to 9. And I think we're just going to ready. We've got an Explosive Arrow in hand. We're drawing 4. all clear the areas. That sucks. He's going to get a threat. He is not going to attack us because he's stunned, and we are going to deal with 2 encounter cards. So the first one is a Quick Strike Trooper who is going to attack us. We'll block with Nick Fury. That's what he's there for. And Hard as Nails, give the villain a tough status card. That's a bummer. Alright, we got to do 7 damage this turn. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. Let's quiver and hope for a Vibranium Arrow here. Hey, that's what we needed. So that should be enough to get the job done. We'll pay 2 to Vibranium Arrow, Crossbones for 6 and remove his tough. Feels really good. And we'll take a Retaliate. We're not going to be able to heal to full, which is a bit unfortunate. But we can avoid Retaliate by using Explosive Arrow for our last bit of damage. That's not an attack, so it gets around it. And bingo bango, Crossbones is dead. So let's go up to our campaign log and fill her out. So, player 1 is Hawkeye. I can't even read that. Gotta get more zoomed in. Okay. Hawkeye. Obligations. None. Tech upgrade. We'll decide in a minute. Which experimental weapons are getting shuffled in? All of the weapons. There will be no weapons avoided. And we get to pick a tech upgrade. So what makes the most sense for Hawkeye? Let's see here. Dealing damage to all the minions. We already have a card that does that, so I don't think that's super good. Drawing 5 cards. This seems like the one. If we ever really need our quiver, we can use this to get our quiver or to get an arrow or whatever we need. Emergency Teleporter is also very good. Like a minion with tough could be very helpful for Hawkeye, but we're going to take the Tactical Scanner because I like cards. So there you have it. That is match 1. Hawkeye Justice. I don't know why I didn't zoom out before I started moving. There we go. Hawkeye Justice against Expert Crossbones. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that match. I thought it was pretty fun. We lost our bow a couple times. We pulled it out in the end, only having 1 sustained damage. So tune in next time for Absorbing Man.